Well, welcome everyone. We are going to stand some walls up today on our little cabin shed down here. We have over 50 logs sawed and ready to go. I have got them sorted out to various thicknesses. All of them were pretty close, but we went through and absolutely, as we stack this up, we want them as close as they can be. And this material turned out fantastic. So I really hope you guys enjoy this video. It's definitely going to be a one-of-a-kind shed for us. So let's get started, put some walls up. Thanks for watching. Now in the last video, guys, we did the floor, and pulling up here this morning, that stuff looks amazing. This has been a really fun project to get cut out and ready to go. And I am at the point that I think we're at 21 courses. So by the time we get the walls lifted here, I want to get my door cut in and then figure out how much higher I need to go for that. Now pick this stuff up. This is for putting down underneath your band board before you go to concrete. But I'm going to use this as a chinking line underneath each course of our logs. And it's going to make us a really good moisture barrier between the floor to our first log as well. And make sure you get a good picture of that. This is 3.5 inches wide by about 1/4 inch thick, and it's going to squeeze down pretty tight. This is also going to make us a nice expansion joint for this stuff when we expand or contract through the temperatures. And why is it the wind picks up every time you grab something like this and start working with it? Now I thought about silicone for our chinking line, but I think this is going to look a little more uniform for us. Definitely easier to work with, and over time it's probably going to last a little bit longer. Now you can pick this stuff up at any of the box stores. They all have it in stock. This stuff was less than $5 a roll. This is our first log, guys. Stuff's matching up. These things lay down here before the wind takes our chinking line away. It's another nice thing about working with this stuff. I mean, you get the opportunity to move things around without smearing it all over the work surface. Oh, that's going to look awesome, guys. And I tried to leave as much of the live edge on these logs as I could. Alright. Alright guys, I think I'm just about ready to fasten this down. Now since we're dealing with live edge on the outside and a finished edge on the inside, I'm squaring my inside corners. And we're within 1/8 of an inch, and that's not bad for live edge material that has been sawed with the little bandsaw back here. And I'm using a number 10 by 4-inch self-tapping screw to put these things down with. And I'm going to catch the corners, and then I'm also going to probably nail in the centers of each logs with some ring shank nails. We'll definitely get this thing fastened down to where it can't move on us. First course is down, and I am already thinking about the way pioneers used to build these things. I mean, can you imagine taking 10, 12, 14-inch logs and going after it with hand tools, axes and froes and different things like that to shape this material, and then build most typical cabins was about 12 by 12, but they could get to that in short order. I mean, those guys, they worked, and they worked hard, but they also worked effectively with the tools that they had. We're making progress, guys. And I am glad I chose to go ahead and put this foam in here. Now that we're fastening everything together, it's easy to work with. And I suspect by the time this is done, all the tree sap on this stuff is probably act as a pretty good glue to hold the rest of this stuff together. There we go. So when we get done, guys, we're going to be airtight, and I mean, you already can't move this thing, and I've done very little fastening to it. I've got the corners and in the centers running across, and it's holding good. This is my first attempt of ever building a log style structure, and I am enjoying the process. Got the door cut in now. It's really starting to look like something. We have about 7 more courses to climb up over the door here. So I need to put some braces on the inside. Now all the logs that I cut out of the door frame here, I'm going to use to finish out my sides on either side of the door there. And our window will be on this end of the building. We're going to decide whether we want to build a box for the window or set it in flush, so she can set her some plants up here and let them catch some sun. That would be nice. 2 courses to go, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. This has been an interesting process for me. I've always wanted to build something similar to a log cabin, and we can check that off the list now. Very fun to work with, and as far as time, we are probably in the neighborhood of 3.5 to 4 days between cutting the trees, dragging the brush away, putting these on the sawmill, getting everything cut out the way we wanted to get it to this stage, and then nailing it together. So maybe even closer to 4 days. But it's been a process to me that has been worth it, and I really think this looks nice sitting down here. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Thanks for watching. I got to get this trimmed out and I'm heading back to the mill. I'll talk to you on the next one.